one of the most one of the most one of the most important things about anything you do in life is to prepare yourself for what you're going to do. Okay, whether you're whatever line of business you are, but most importantly, you need to prepare yourself. And for this particular trek, you need to prepare yourself physically. And one of the more, I think, Praveen and Satyarup have come up with a physical, training regime for you guys. Have you? Do they have one?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. One of the like I said, the trek itself is not very difficult, but what takes a toll on everyone's life, in terms of whether making it or not making it, fully on this trek is the altitude. So that is one of the things that we factored in to our itinerary, and I'm going to be repeating this many, many times during the trek. Before we will have a briefing again before we start our journey in Kathmandu. So just I don't want to bore you with everything, at this point, but just remember to stay focused. You still have a few months left. Stay focused, exercise regularly. One of the most important exercises you can do for altitude is don't take the lift, take the stairs. Do step climbing is one of the most important exercises you can do. Carry a backpack that you're going to carry, maybe about 25 to 35 liter backpack with maybe up 5 kilos. Don't put more than 5 kilos of weight. You can put atta, maida, whatever you want in your backpack, and climb stairs every day, up and down, both ways. That's one of the best exercises for altitude and to get used to the terrain of going uphill and downhill. So that's number one. And one of the most important thing, again, I want to reiterate this, is that um, we're here as a group, and everyone's goal is to get to the base camp of Mount Everest. Okay? It's not, you don't have to be a super athlete to do that. And we will try as much as possible as a group to make it together. Sometimes you can have issues, personal issues everyone has, and that we will deal with accordingly as the situation arises. And that those decisions will be made by the team and by, few of us will, we will discuss with each and everyone to make certain decisions. Some of those decisions will be hard on some people, and some you'll just have to accept the way it is. Okay, so it's not like we don't like you that we want to send you back, but situations, so we will work according to situations. So expect the unexpected. Nothing, like I tell everyone in all my trips, is we have given you an itinerary. Okay, when you come to Kathmandu, when you arrive Kathmandu, you please throw that itinerary away. Okay, you don't need it, because itineraries and programs can change all the time depending on the weather, depending on conditions of each other member. So there's a lot of factors that determine what we're going to do. So one of the most important things, another important factor is that I want each and every one of you to keep an open mind, absolutely open mind, and to be flexible. Flexibility is one of the most important things. Not just because we have day two, we're supposed to be here, doesn't mean we're going to be there. All right. And I don't want people saying we're supposed to be here. Why are we not here? Okay, there is a certain reason why we're not there. So things happen in the mountains, in trekking, physical activities, anything can happen. So activities will change, and one of my requests is that everyone keep an open mind and flexible mind. That's one of the most important things need to come. And I want you to enjoy the trip. Okay, not only to getting to the base camp is not the end of your goal. The goal of your trip should be to enjoy and learn. While you're there, enjoy the environment, enjoy the views, enjoy the culture, enjoy the people that you meet on the trail. In the Everest region, you will meet the Sherpas, lots of Sherpas everywhere. And hopefully on this trip, when you go with me, I will introduce you to as many Sherpas, as many families and relatives you will meet along the way. Enjoy the hospitality. And it's a simple life, simple people, but I think that's one of the things I want you to learn and take away is about the culture of the Himalayan people, especially the Sherpas on this trip. I'm going to be there as on the trip with you the whole way. And don't treat me as somebody out of the box. Treat me as one of you. I'm part of the group. I'm one of the 15 or 16 or 17 of you guys. We are all together. I'm not, I'm not a sir, or I'm not a Bora Sahab or anything. I'm just Jamling. You can call me Jam, and I'm one of you. We all work together as a team. All right. So that is number one. Just no formalities at all. If there are any questions, I know you have a lot of questions, but we have a lot of time right now. And like I said, we're going to have a nice briefing in Kathmandu before we start our trip, to cover all the aspects of the entire trek. And so that is, something we will discuss in more detail when we get there. So for now, that's all I wanted to say, and I want you to welcome each and every one of you on this trip, and look forward to bonding with each and every one of you also during this time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, a very basic question, like our trek starts on 10th of November. So ideally, what date should we reach Kathmandu? Should we reach on 10th morning itself is okay, or should we take a buffer of a day?
Kathmandu is at 4,500 feet, okay? So if you are talking about coming early to Kathmandu to acclimatize, then it is not necessary, because we have 2 nights in Kathmandu. Okay, 10th and 11th you are there in Kathmandu, and then 12th we fly to Lukla. All right, so you don't need to come one day extra unless you want to come one day extra and go to a casino and spend some time there. But so you come
extra money.
Yes, spend some extra money over there.
Or you can make the money from here, from the
Yeah, exactly.
recover the money from the casino.
Yeah. So if you come on the 10th, try to be there by noon, before noon. I think you can only check in after 2 o'clock, but we can arrange that. And if you take a morning from Delhi, Bangalore, wherever you come, you can take a morning flight and be there before noon. That means that will give you the whole afternoon to relax, and maybe do some shopping or whatever you need to do. And most probably on the 10th, if everyone arrives there by 10th afternoon, we can all meet on the 10th, late afternoon, or maybe on the 11th lunchtime we can meet for a briefing. Lunchtime we can have a lunch together on the 11th after you finish your half day of sightseeing, and then during the lunchtime we'll have a nice briefing, and then we'll leave you, the rest of the afternoon on the 11th to do additional shopping or whatever things you might have missed. And one of the things I want to just let you know is, like, you can buy everything in Kathmandu. You can buy original clothing to equipment to the pirated clothing. And for our trek purpose, you can use whatever you can buy the Kathmandu Nepal made stuff also, which is fine. I mean, they're as good. If you're climbing a mountain, then I would not recommend that. But I'm not trying to promote pirated clothing. But if you have original products, they have a lifetime warranty. So if you're planning on doing more treks in the future, it's better to invest a little bit more money and buy the original stuff. And there's a lot of stores in Kathmandu you can buy really good original clothing and gear. And then one thing I want to extend for some clothing like Mountain Hardware, because I've been an ambassador of Mountain Hardware for almost 30 plus years. I can get you 50 to 60% discount on Mountain Hardware products, Columbia products, Prana, and Sorel. But the only issue here is that you can only place these orders online in the US. You have to make payment in the US, and it can be only shipped in address in the US. So if you have somebody in the US, you can do that. I can send you a link and a password, and you can do shopping online, unlimited shopping.
So that answers our question about the date of travel, sir. Some
Yes.
of the members also wanted to know about the shoes. shoes, I think we need to buy at least a month or 2 months before so that we get used to the shoes.
Yes, it's recommended that you see. I've never worn hiking shoes in my life. Okay, I just wear normal sneakers or like hiking low ankle. A lot of people wear high ankle trekking shoes because they're not used to the terrain. And one of the reasons for the high ankle shoes, the trekking shoes, is so that you don't sprain your legs. But 90% of the trail on Everest Base Camp is pretty much straightforward. There are no like boulders or rocks, anything. That's only the last 2 days when you go to Gorakshap, and that where the trail gets a little bit rocky and stuff. But if you have normal shoes, it's fine. Normal trekking shoes, that's fine. But if you have ankle length shoes, trekking shoes, it's good. But don't buy the heavy. Don't If you're buying trekking shoes, don't buy the heavy trekking boots, the leather big boots. You can buy lots of Sportivas, and there's a lot of Columbia. All these companies have trekking shoes, high ankle shoes that are lightweight. And if you really want to invest some money, then you can buy on cloud shoes. Are the ones I wear. On cloud shoes are expensive, but they're very lightweight and they're really good shoes. So if you buy these, you can buy them 1 month before and then walk around in them, and find a trail somewhere and walk around in them for 1-2 days, so that what happens when you wear new shoes on a new trail, you tend to get blisters because you're not used to it. So recommendation is to buy it early and then walk in them so you're comfortable with those shoes.
All right. Okay, great. So we'll open the floor now. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead.
I like a group without questions.
But so in terms of the weather, generally when people do EBC, they prefer April, May kind of a thing, and we have chosen November for some particular reasons. What's your thoughts on that? How will the weather be?
See, one of the things about trekking in the fall, October, November, December, is that the weather is clear, crystal clear, skies we will have. I'm not guaranteeing you that. And the difference is if you do it in the springtime is very hazy. Mountains are not as clear as the fall. And you notice this, you can look at photographs from my photographs or any people's photographs from the spring and the fall, you'll see the huge difference. I mean, the mountains are crystal clear. And although the temperature is a little bit colder, you can always wear warmer clothes. Okay, it's maybe like 4-5 degrees, difference. But October, November is a great time, and it's slightly less people in November also on the trail.
Right. And in fact, some of us also wanted to, we have discussed in the past that is it possible to stay near the EBC once we reach the base camp for a longer time, or we just come back after the photo shoots and all?
See, it depends on, like, again, I said, everything depends on that particular day and how people feel. All right. If we have a group that is doing very well, they're feeling strong, you can go beyond that rock, EBC rock, go beyond and explore around the ice fall, the lower ends of the ice fall, and then walk back. So it's entirely depends on, the particular day, and depends on, how people feel that day. So if there's a group that feels like, oh, they feel strong, they want to continue going, explore the lower ends of the ice fall, some of the seracs, and take photos, which is fine. And if there's some of you that you don't want to do that, you want to go back to Gorakshap, that's fine also. So like I said, we are very flexible, and we try to accommodate everyone as much as possible.
Lovely.
Sir, for our inners, should we wear woolen or cotton? How should we go even for socks?
For your inner lining, like long underwear, what we call a base layer, you should probably, one of the best is right now, one of the best material you get is a merino wool. Okay, really good stuff. But otherwise you can wear, poly also. There's a lot of base layers that you can get. So one thin base layer is good, and then another thicker base layer if you need. Not during, because you would normally require a base layer maybe above after we reach Dingboche, which is, I don't know, day 6 or 7. After that, you probably need to wear a thin base layer and then wear your pants, over them to walk in, because morning when you start walking, it gets cold. And as you walk in the daytime, you have nice sunny weather, but the wind is still cold. Okay, the temperature is, slightly colder. So it's always good to wear, thin long underwear and, trekking pant over to, walk. And then when you reach the camp, when you reach your particular lodge or a hut, then if you have, a thicker fleece pant, you can buy fleece pants anywhere. You can put the fleece pants on top of your trekking pants. Whatever we have, you can put it on top of that, or you can change and put that, and then hang out around the lodge. And most of the lodges have a big dining area where you can hang out. And around 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, they'll start lighting, the stove in dining area, so it's nice and warm inside. But they don't have stoves in your room, so when you go to your room, it'll be chilly.
So, even for our socks, it has to be woolen while we are going
Oh,
for our
socks,
trek.
socks you can get any. I don't think there's you don't have to have woolen socks. I mean, you can
Okay.
wear just regular normal socks.
Okay.
Like sports socks you can wear during the daytime
Sure.
hike. And then to
Okay.
change, when you reach the camp, when you reach
Yeah.
your
Then
destination,
we change it.
then you can change, and wear something warm. Because
Yeah.
I always recommend, please bring a pair of slippers. Okay, carry one extra pair of shoes or extra pair of sneakers. Okay, so that you can have something to change into when you reach your
Oh,
destination. So you
okay.
don't want to be in your trekking shoes whole day, whole night. Okay, so once you reach
Okay.
trek whole day with the shoes, take it off. Take your socks off, change your socks, or you can wear a chappal, and then you can walk around, the lodge. So you need
Okay.
something to change into.
And one last question, sir, is that when we are on a trail, how strong would the sun be? Like, would we be sweating, or because I have trekked in April, May, and you kind of get sweaty at that time.
Yes.
But November, I'm not sure how it is going to be during the
October,
daytime.
November, yeah, October, November also you can be sweating during the daytime. Yeah, when the sun is powerful, higher up, it's hot, atmosphere is thinner, so you have more, sun rays,
Right.
penetrate. So make sure you get
Okay.
not only going to get hot, but you need to get some sunscreen also.
Sure.
Okay, because you don't only get sunburn, but you get windburn.
Right.
And how many change we need like for the clothes when we are like walking and
Okay.
for inners, and we won't be able to obviously wash, and so just an idea on that.
So I think you need to, for trekking set of clothes, you should have three sets, one to wear and two extras in case you want to change along the way. Most of the times you won't change. If you want to change your long underwear and the base layers, then you should get at least 3 pairs, or 2 pairs, because you can do laundry in Namche. Then you have a day to wash in Dingboche also, so 2 places you can wash or do your laundry. So three sets is more than enough to change into.
Thank you.
Diamox is one of the hot topics. I have done a couple of treks wherein I have not taken Diamox at all, but a couple of my friends did. What's your take, and do you suggest people should mentally prepare themselves to trek without Diamox, or they should?
I think if you're living at sea level and you don't, see, altitude is something that affects anybody. It can affect me also when I go this time. I don't know. It can happen to anyone. There's no guarantee that just because you're a mountaineer, you're not going to get altitude sickness. 90% of the time you won't, but it can affect anyone. Right now, from sea level, 5 of you, if nobody takes Diamox, 5 people out of the group might feel fine, but the other 5, might get sick, in Namche itself. So there's no guarantee with the altitude. And one of the best things to do with altitude is to take Diamox to take precautions, so it guarantees you that you'll at least get to a certain point. At least you can reach, your destination. And what happens is Diamox is basically a diuretic. Okay, and you need to take a lot of liquids in. One of the most important things with altitude, with hiking, is you need to take at least 2 to 3 liters of water every day. And with Diamox, it makes you urinate a lot. You have side effects of Diamox is tingling sensations in your fingers and your toes. And there's no harm in taking Diamox. But if you feel that you don't want to take Diamox and you want to try without Diamox, you're welcome to do that. But if you get sick on the way, then that'll be an issue that you'll have to deal with. We can try to, if you get to Namche, you don't feel well, we can start you on Diamox, and then see how you feel. Okay, because we have 2 nights in Namche. That is the day we will feel the altitude in Namche when we have 2 nights, and then in Dingbuche at 14,000 feet. So Diamox, we can get the Diamox in Kathmandu. I can have the Diamox for you in Kathmandu. I can give it to you on the day we have a briefing. You can start taking Diamox from that day. And it's 120. It's Diamox pills usually come in 250 mg. So you split that 250 into. You can take that in the morning one, but I recommend that you break it in half and take 125 in the morning and 125 in the evening. So there's not a big overdose. So you will not be going to the toilet a lot during the day or the night. So Diamox, I recommend that you take if you feel that you might need it.
Okay. Right. So,
are you able to hear me? Sorry, I'm in a place
Yeah,
where.
go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sir. Again, nice to see you. And yeah, I just had one query. How many kgs of weight we would be carrying and walking every day?
How much you'll be carrying?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you want to carry. Basically on this trek, you can buy water along the way. Okay, you can buy bottled water along the way. So it doesn't mean you have to carry like 3 liters for the day. You can carry 1 liter of water, and then you can walk for 1 hour, 2 hours, and you can buy water again. There's many places you can buy. So you'll be carrying your 1 liter water. You'll be carrying your rain gear. Okay. In your day pack, you should not have more than 4 kilos or so, maximum 3 to 4 kilos, because you'll have rain gear. Rain waterproof jacket, 1 liter of water. Your phone is always in your pocket, or on the side you can carry sunscreen. That's it, and maybe some snacks, for yourself, some power bars or gorp or whatever you want to carry as a snack for the trail. You can do that also. So your pack will not be more than 4 kilos, my guess. If you are a photographer, you want to carry camera equipment, then that's up to you. That'll add another 1 2 kilos to your pack, so not more than 5 kilos at the most. And but like I said, your backpack, it should not be more than 25 liters. Maximum size of the backpack should not be more than 35 liters. So 25 liters is enough. And what happens is as you walk, when you start your trek and you walk, you have a lot of layers on when you start the trek. And as you walk, you're going to get hot. Your body's going to warm up. You're going to start taking your layers off. When you take your layers off, it goes into your backpack. So that's the extra weight that you'll be carrying.
all right, great. Anyone else have any other questions? Prateek?
Jamling sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So for somebody who has never been to high altitudes and has no great experience of trekking, is there a chance of facing or experiencing breathlessness or oxygen levels? I hope you got my question.
Yeah. See, breathlessness in altitude is normal for everyone. Even for me, if I go to a certain altitude, I'll start feeling breathless. So that is very, very normal. situation, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
That's and one of yeah. So don't worry about breathlessness is normal in altitude.
Okay.
But please exercise. Prepare yourself, because you are investing in coming on this trek. You want to make sure that you want to complete the trek and at the same time enjoy the trek. In order to enjoy certain things, you need to work for it, right?
Yeah.
You need to exercise, go to the gym, do walking. If you're, climb stairs, like I said, carry a 5-pack, backpack and go up and down stairs. Prepare yourself. So when you're over there, you'll have more time to enjoy. And then instead of sitting back and saying, oh, I should have worked out a little more harder.
Right. Yeah, that should, because we have 4 months from now, exactly around 4 months from now. Yeah. So, right. So, any other guys, any other
And
questions?
Praveen will be sharing the plan, right? The training plan, which you mentioned, the exercise plan. So,
Couple of videos Satya has already shared. Maybe I'll just reshare that. In terms of planks, it's more to do with strength building and stamina. But if you want anything in detail, we also in talking to a couple of companies who can come on board to just to give us a regime and all. So that will happen. And if you have any specific questions, then Satya and I are happy to answer. But more to do with preparations is basically on your fitness, would be on exercising and things what Jamling sir just mentioned.
Praveen, just a quick question. This is for Jamling sir also. I heard many people who done this EBC. They say they had this, formula of 5 kilometers covering in 30 minutes, 1 hour, and all that. Is that logic is still applicable, or is it like as sir mentioned, as long as you are fit, you can walk and you can, climb up and down. Is that good enough, or what is it actually?
Yeah, actually, there is no regimen saying that you have to complete X amount of kilometers in X amount of time. We're not going on a walking race. You take your time walking, enjoy the walk. But the important thing is you should cover that kilometer. Even if it takes you 2 hours to do 5 kilometers, you should cover that. So if you're training in Bangalore or Hyderabad or anywhere, at least in the weekends, you have Saturday, Sunday, you have chutti, you go find a trail, just go trail hiking. Get on a trail instead of walking, in the gym, working out in the gym or walking in the streets. Go out, find a trail, I'm sure there's trails everywhere wherever you guys are from. Find a trail and go hiking, day hike, go for like 3 to 4 hours hiking, do about 10 to 12 kilometers. Every weekend you do that. That'll help you with getting used to the altitude. And if you're joining a gym, and if any of the gyms have a step machine, the step exercise machine with the stairs, do that. That's one of the best exercises you can do with a pack. Okay, with a 5-kilo pack.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Just a thought, if you can, wherever city we are in, and for the weekends and all, if you can group up and do something with trails, and it'll be more fun. We'll get to know each other, and there'll be bonding as well, and obviously getting to speed too.
Yep,
Would be lovely.
that's a great suggestion. So if you're in the city, make some time for yourselves, and connect with each other and go out together and
Yeah,
explore.
that'd be lovely. Our leader is Praveen in Hyderabad, so we'll wait for him to give any insights on this.
Sure.
Also, we'll get a complete comprehensive list of things to carry in the main bag, right?
Yes. Yeah, Praveen.
Yeah, so we will be sharing and sending you the recommendations and the entire packing list. Probably by this month only we'll send it across. So if you need to pick up something, buy something, things like that, we'll do that. Yeah.
Especially like certain things which will not be available in India, like what sir was talking about, merino wool inners and all. We probably need to get it from somewhere out of India. I don't know if it's available in India, then maybe we need to find out.
What?
For your woolen inners and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which are like high quality.
Yeah, if you don't get stuff in India, then you can buy it in Kathmandu. Okay,
Okay.
you have the next whole, that whole afternoon of the 11th of the 10th when you arrive, and then you have the afternoon of the 11th also to do shopping in Kathmandu, and you can get everything in Kathmandu. So if you don't get anything in India, don't worry about it. You can buy it in Kathmandu.
Also, sir, which down jacket would you recommend for us? Because the ones which I have are from Decathlon, so I don't know whether it's good enough or not.
Well, I am not sure about Decathlon. As long as I don't know how thick it is, what 800 fill or what fill it is, so it depends. So what we can do is you can bring that along. Okay, and if you have if you have a down jacket, you're not only going to wear a down jacket, you're going to wear a fleece on the inside, and then you wear a down jacket on top, so it'll keep you double warm. So don't worry about that too much. One of the most important things is to get a nice warm hat. Okay, warm hat, and get a buff, the buff scarf to cover your thing, because it gets very dusty, and when it gets windy, it protects you from the wind as well. So two important things: and the gloves, nice, fleece gloves, lined gloves. You don't need heavy duty gloves unless you feel cold. Your hands are cold. Then I recommend you buy some hand warmers and stuff like that. So again, if you are not able to, if you forget some things in Kathmandu, you can continue to buy stuff all along the way. In Namche Bazaar, they have better shops than Kathmandu to buy things. You can buy everything. Everything is available along the trail. So don't worry about missing out on anything.
I think except the shoes, we don't have to worry anything about the other products. Shoes, we need to pick it up at least a month before. So rest of the things we'll get it either in India, and I have used a Decathlon's down jacket for my last EBC, and at that point of time, I mean, it was okay, but still you are free to choose whatever you want.
Yeah, it depends on you. So
yeah,
if the Decathlon jacket is fine with you, it's fine, because like I said, you can always layer up. You can put on a fleece jacket inside and then put a Decathlon, down jacket outside, so you'll be fine. And it's not going to be extremely cold. I think the maximum temperature minimum temperature might go down to maybe minus, 1 or 2, I think, at the most. And that might also happen only up in above, Gorashap and the base camp area.
Right. Great. So, guys, if you have no other questions, then we would like to thank Jamling sir, but we all will hang on. We wanted to plan a weekend, first weekend of August, for a get together and also for hiking. We'll take that call once this is done. Jamling sir, any other passing remark except the fitness part, which we are definitely looking at? But we are also dropping a couple of people who we found not very serious about EBC, just for the benefit of the group. Wanted to clarify and also inform you, because we wanted to maintain the cohesiveness of the group and also the mindset, because we are looking at not only the EBC trek, as Jamling sir rightly mentioned, that we want to enjoy the whole journey from now on till the EBC. So we are dropping 2 people from the list. And as of now, we have an opening of 3 + 2, 5 more people at a max. So just wanted to inform you. And Jamling sir, thanks a lot for joining.
No worries.
And we will continue with our meeting, sir. We wanted to do a hiking in August, so we'll just plan that out right now.
One last question, Praveen, as for the water bottles, should we get the Camelback water bottles which have like that kind of a, that zipper which kind of comes from the back, or a regular bottle is fine, is what I wanted to ask.
So Camelback bottles are fine, but during November, you might have a problem of it freezing, overnight, the tubes, okay? And one of the things, again, with Camelback bottles is it's convenient, you can just, suck it from the pipe. And so if you want to carry that, that's fine also. It's not an issue. That's your preference. And the water bottle is also good. The thing with the thing about water bottle, is they can just pick it up, you drink and put it back. So that's the only difference. But it's totally up to your discretion if you want to get a Camelback.
Sure.
You're welcome to do that. Pratik, you are from Siliguri. Pratik Garg, you're related
Yes,
to
sir.
anyone?
Yes, sir. And all my childhood, I have spent crossing. I studied at Mahabad School, sir, Mahabad High School. And I remember that Darjeeling Moor, the statue of
Oh, yeah,
Tenzing, sir. So all my childhood, I have crossed that statue 300, 350 days a year
Oh,
looking at it. So it's
okay.
great.
So you have relatives in Siliguri. Other Gargs are your relative, Rajesh and these guys?
Yes, they are.
Birju, Rajesh.
They are second
Yeah.
cousins.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Anyway, nice to meet each and every one of you. And important thing, remember one thing, important thing is it doesn't matter, whether you know what you're doing or, it doesn't matter at all. The important thing is to look good. Okay? So look good with a big smile every time. All right. And I'll see you guys soon. Any questions you have anytime, just feel free to WhatsApp me. You can WhatsApp me, share my WhatsApp, and then just message me anytime if you have any questions. Or, All right. Thank you, Praveen. Satya. Satya, they haven't, you're still alive down there.
Yeah. So I'm in Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, they let you in the country. I told those guys not to let you in.
I became one of them.
Uh-huh.
So
All
tomorrow
right.
we are going up. Yeah, and then after finishing Kilimanjaro, doing the safari, and then going to Mount Kenya, and then coming back.
Oh, good. Well, enjoy yourselves. All right, take
Thank
care,
you.
everyone. And Rajiv, I'll see you in next month.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Take care, everyone.
Right. Thank you, Jamling.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
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 So, before we start, Rajiv, do you want to just speak about the next month's plan? What you have quickly, so that if somebody wants to join, then
that
free
would-
to join. Rajiv, you're frozen.
That would be nice. Yeah. Mount Everest climber. And we had hosted 13 Mount Everest climber to Ranchi to celebrate 70th anniversary of Mount Everest climbing. My objective was to recognize them, to give them due respect, and also to connect our community to how amazing people and achiever they are. Unfortunately, neither government, corporate, and many such organizations, they are not recognizing their achievement. We only admire them or get a motivation and inspiration. But I wanted to bring all such mountaineers from pan-India. So that's why we had hosted and we had invited mountaineers from different states of India. Again, this year, in continuation of previous year, on 18th of August, we are doing the same program with 20 plus Mount Everest climber from pan-India. So we are expecting more than 20-25 Mount Everest climber. Jamling sir will be one of the speaker again. Previous year he had come. Again this year is coming. Satya will be here actually. So many good mountaineers. If you want to visit Ranchi or Jharkhand, if you are comfortable, if you can just plan your holiday after 15th of August. So 17th and 18th we have a 2-day program. On 18th, it is a full day program where all Mount Everest climbers, they will speak on their journey, their idea, their experiences. And one day before on 17th, it is a very symbolic runathon. We have planned to just connect each and everyone who wants to run, walk, and it's a good practice for all of you. 5 kilometer and 10 kilometer walkathon, public runathon. 5 kilometer, we have stretched to 5,364 meter. That is equivalent to base camp run. And up to 10 kilometer, we have a stretch to 8,848 meter. That is Everest summit run. So this is a 2 category, anyone can participate. So if you are summer planning and if you want to come to Ranchi, it would be a great experience for all of you that you will meet 20 plus Mount Everest from Pan India. So I am the organizer. I and Satya will organize this program. I am also the organizer and curator of TEDx Kake in Ranchi. Since the last 4 years, I am organizing TEDx program and I have hosted more than 100 speakers from Pan India and outside India. So this is how we are doing. And with the support of Praveen, Satya, and some other friends, we are working together to build this community. So you are most welcome. That is what I want to share with you. Yeah,
Thank you,
over to
Rajiv.
Praveen.
Yeah, thank you so much. So if you can just, whenever the creative is ready, you can just post
Yeah.
it in the group, and if somebody wants to join and meet other Everesters and all, they are free to
Correct.
do that. So that's a value addition, what we can do it for them. Yeah. So, Satya, one question Shiva had about this
Right.
money, what money they have to carry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the card doesn't work there mostly unless you get a special permission from your bank. Um, so you have to carry Indian rupees or US dollars, and then on the trail, typically most of the places they take only Nepali rupees. So you can convert the Nepali rupees. It's a conversion rate of 1.5 to 1.6 is the rate. Most of the places in Kathmandu, they don't accept 500 rupees note. So they will take only 100 rupees note. Okay. So in case you want to take more currency, it's better to carry US dollar, or in 100 rupees note, it becomes very clumsy. So we can also try to find out if we can pre-send some money and carry and collect the cash in Nepali in Kathmandu. Something like that we can do. But if you're going as a group, then you can carry more currency without getting into difficult situations.
But I think we don't need too much of money, except if you want to shop in Kathmandu, that's a different story. I think in Kathmandu they would accept card, Satya, the shops and all.
Some places, like for me, Citibank card works, but most of the places, so you have to check with your bank before you come to Kathmandu.
Yeah,
Huh.
so except for the
Because certain
shopping,
banks have some regulation.
except for the shopping in Kathmandu, I think during the trek we don't need too much of money. Maybe
No,
about
but say suppose for water, say suppose though we are providing bottle chlorine treated water, many might not be confident of having that water. So if they want to buy water on the trail, 1 liter water will cost say 300 rupees when you are at Gorakshep. So below it could be 250 rupees and all. So any additional drinks that you have to buy, say if you want to have another cup of coffee and things like that, if you have to buy, it is like 200, 300 rupees. So plus then Wi-Fi cards are also there if you want to buy. So this will require some money. Also when you are going to say cafe 4410, and if you want to skip the normal lunch and have the lunch there, so those will add some cost, but their card also works. For me it worked, but better to check, better to do that.
Right, right. Okay, so I think at a max what we require would be 10-15,000 rupees liquid cash.
No, take more, take more.
Okay, okay.
We have seen situations where people were short of money, so we have to give. And also
Okay.
the places have changed totally. I mean, the Namche Bazaar has become more happening than when we went that time.
Okay.
So you have more avenues to spend. There is a 24/7 bar also there in Namche Bazaar.
Okay, all right.
Satya, any restrictions on how much cash you can actually bring into Kathmandu?
Yes. So actually, I think 40,000 rupees is Indian rupees is the maximum cap officially. But then till date, nobody had ever checked. But during this time, when we went in May, we never took a chance because it was election time, and there was, anyways, the restriction in India was also that you cannot carry more than 40,000 or 60,000 rupees at a time. So, but we never faced any problem of carrying extra cash. We had carried in lakhs also. But if you carry dollars, I think the best, because its volume is less, and you can segregate into when you are doing the check-in, or sorry, the extra checking things and all, put it in multiple trays.
Right.
So that way.
Great.
And if you have more people coming together, I think that is even a better option.
And Satya, are there ATMs in Kathmandu?
ATMs, only SBI ATM works, but sometimes it also fails. So it gets very difficult. But in case if you need more money, let us know. We can try figuring it out by sending it much beforehand to a friend of mine. Then he can give us in Nepali currency there, something like that. We can work it out. Yeah.
Well, that is possible. We can do that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I think we'll
Yes.
stop the recording now and we'll get on to the discussion for the get together trek.